1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello.
Asif. 5 मिनट रह गए. मैंने खा के नहीं छरोगनी बोल. Oh God. I read Japan a few times. Is that the version that I read? I meant take it. Okay. To make sure. Yeah. Change that to the That's not the only one that I've I put in more. Yeah. When we start, not now. Which cameras are we looking at? That's one of them. Only camera 2. Okay. A little bit if you have something. How far away are we?
Good morning and welcome to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, home of cricket in Hong Kong. Aaron Bush with you, and another amazing day of cricket ahead of us here with more T20 international action. We're live around the globe on Cricket Hong Kong YouTube, Fan Code in India, ICC.TV globally, TapMad in Pakistan, Bangladesh and Nepal, and Africa XP throughout Africa. Joining me today is Mona Wong, and Mona, our first look at Papua New Guinea.
Yes, good morning, Aaron. T20 World Cup bound PNG are finally here with us at Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. They will be playing back-to-back games today, with the first one at 9 a.m. right now and another one at 2 p.m.
Yes, indeed, Mona. It's a clash of the T20 World Cup qualifiers. Papua New Guinea up against Nepal, first on the schedule. Not only do we have two PNG games, but if the weather holds, and it sure looks like it will do today, it's Super Tuesday here in Hong Kong. Mona, care to explain Super Tuesday?
Of course. Super Tuesday it is. With Game 1 of the Tri-Nations Series being called off due to rain on Sunday, we have the exciting scenario of when you are into the finals. If Nepal win against PNG, they're playing tomorrow afternoon for the Tri-Nations Trophy.
And if PNG win, they guarantee their place in the final. But there are more twists and turns. If PNG beat both Nepal this morning and Hong Kong China this afternoon, net run rate will decide who between Hong Kong and Nepal go to the grand final.
So if Nepal win, into the final. And if PNG win, they're also into the final. But we won't know the second team in the final until today afternoon's game. And that also depends on the weather, but I think we're good to go. The sun is out, right?
Should be fine. Very blue skies. So Game 2 of the 2024 Men's T20 International Series live from Hong Kong. We're around half an hour away from game time, so now it's time to head out to the middle for the toss and pitch report with Jay Dancing Honey.
Everyone, just to my left. Hemant, you're the reserve umpire. Okay. Thanks, team. It's indeed a sunny Super Tuesday here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Everything to play for. The winner will go through to tomorrow afternoon's final here at the HK Men's T20I Series. Both captains, Asad Walla from PNG and Rohit Paudel from Nepal already, as is match referee S. Gandhi, and now as well Hemant, who is the reserve umpire. Who's got the coin? Asad, you've got the coin. Give it a spin.
Heads is the call.
Heads is a call.
And it's
Tails it is. Asad, you won the toss, nice and loud. What is your decision?
We're going to have a ball with the wicket being under cover for all day yesterday with the rain around and a bit of moisture, trying to make use of the wicket earlier on.
And of course, you have a lot of experience playing against Hong Kong in that tri-series in Malaysia. You played Nepal a fair bit as well. But I think the larger picture, of course, is that T20 World Cup. How are the guys shaping up in the lead up to the World Cup?
Yeah, that's the main goal for us, is the preparation towards the World Cup. And we are having all the 16 players over the last two tournaments in Oman and India. So we are giving equal opportunity for everyone to stake a claim for the World Cup. So it's been a really good ride for us. We're really doing well. The environment and the vibe is really good at the moment.
What's it like being back in Hong Kong after 6 or 7 years, I feel?
Beautiful place to play cricket, beautiful ground, beautiful people, love the food. Hopefully we can put up a really good show today against Nepal.
You've said all the right things, Asad. Best of luck today and for the tournament. Rohit, you're going to be batting first. Happy with that?
Yeah, pretty much good. But we are looking to bowl. But still, I think it's a good wicket to bat, especially put a good score on board and challenge them.
I think that picked it up just a moment ago. You have a change to your 11?
Yeah, we have one forced change, especially Avinash Dai is not feeling well. In place of him, Akash Chand is in.
You have someone like Akash Chand, the very exciting young prospect who's come through the under-19 system.
Yeah, absolutely. The way he has worked hard on himself, especially for the last couple of years, it's been terrific. And the way he has shown in under-19 World Cup, so I think it's amazing. So I think it's a great prospect for us for coming years.
And high stakes today, of course. The winner of this game will go through to the final. We've seen a lot of support for Nepal in Hong Kong. No surprises about that. How good is it to always have such a strong supporter base wherever you play?
Absolutely, we as a team feel very grateful, especially as an associate team. You get so much support like a test nation. So it's always a great blessing for all of us, and we as a team are very grateful to them.
Absolutely. Can't wait to watch this game and see you in action. Good luck.
Thank you.
So there you have it. It's PNG who've won the toss and decided to have a bowl first. And I'm going to explain why I think that's a good decision. If we just pan across to the wicket over here, like Asadwala said, it's been under the covers. And I think what that moisture has done is just bind that wicket together. We saw a lot of runs on the first day. It's going to be no different today. And if we bend down, yeah, I can feel just a little bit of moisture. So I think win the toss, bowl first. Definitely the right decision. Try to take wickets in that power play and then chase down whatever the opposition puts on the board. So good toss to win here for PNG. But regardless, I think we're going to see runs in both innings. Back to you guys in the comm box. Thanks, guys.
back. Oh. Yeah. Would have been a nice little shot on screen. साइड में लगाया ना, कौन से वाले के पीछे रखेंगे आप मुझे बताओ, चलो मुझे तो रखना चाहता क्योंकि इधर भी उसको पता होगा। जाओ यहाँ से जाओ।
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Tin Quang Road Recreation Ground Super Tuesday here at TKRG. Big stakes as well. Whoever wins this contest will go through to tomorrow afternoon's final at the HK Men's T20I series. We're around 5 minutes away from the first ball being bowled. I'm Jay Dansagani. I'm joined by Aaron Bush.
Good morning, Jay. Yes, what a huge day of cricket we have in store. Super Tuesday, as we've called it, as the game 1 on Sunday, washed out after 8 overs. Wasn't optimal. It was suboptimal, that first game, but what it does mean is today we're going to have a huge back-to-back double-header, and whoever wins each game is probably, well, definitely going through to the final. And there's so many permutations. We know that the team that wins this morning, definitely into the final. Team that wins this afternoon depends on who wins this morning.
Are we showing the... I tell you what, before we take a look at the teams, I think a useful toss to win here for PNG. There's a bit of moisture as well, of course, with all that rain that was about the last 2 days. So win the toss, bowl first, take wickets in the power play, and chase down whatever Nepal puts on the board. But having said that, I think we're going to get runs across both innings. Here we go, the PNG starting lineup. We've got Asad Walla, the skipper, right up top. CJ Amini, Sese Bao, Kiplan Dariga, Jack Gardner, Hiri, John Kariko, the impressive John Kariko, the young 21-year-old. We've got Noisana Pokana as well, the left armer, Legasiaka, the explosive Tony Ura, and Norman Vanua. Just to run you through that PNG lineup again, we got Asad Vala up top, CJ Amini, Sese Bao, Kiplan Doriga, Jack Gardner, Hiri Hiri, the impressive young John Kariko, left armer Nosaina Pokana, Legasiaka, the explosive Tony Ura, and the just as explosive Norman Vanua.
For Nepal, the captain, Rohit Paudel. Kushal Burtel is in. Binod with the gloves again. Lokesh Bam, Bibek Yadev, Arif Sheikh, Sandeep Jora, Gulshan Jha, Pratas GC, Akash Chand, and of course the very, very good bowler that is Karen KC. Huge two teams heading to the World Cup, Jay, and they're going to be live in how long? 2 minutes? Umpires are walking out to the middle right now. There they are. John Prakash and Shelton de Cruz out in the middle today.
Yeah, John Prakash, Shelton de Cruz, two very experienced umpires here in Hong Kong. Yeah, we produce a lot of match officials, don't we, here in the 852. Remains to be seen who walks in to bat here for Nepal. I think that's Kushal Burtel over there, and we might see him joined by Binod Bandari yet again. The in-form Binod Bandari, 42 in that opening game against Hong Kong. Yeah, you can see Burtel, in fact, on the left of your screen. And yes, indeed, it's Burtel and Bandari. We're going with a bit of alliteration here at the top of the order here for Nepal. Like I said, Binod Bandari in good form. And don't forget, they were actually 104 for 2 after 10 overs against Hong Kong before that dramatic collapse which saw them lose 35 for 8. I think those first 10 overs in that game are a reflection of just how good this batting track is. So don't be surprised if we see another 180, 200 type of total here. But to start off with, they're going to have to negotiate this new ball. That could be a bit of an opportunity here for PNG. They can take a couple of wickets, maybe 2 or 3 wickets in that power play. It's going to make a big difference in the context of this game.
You talk about the PNG bowling lineup. Looks like the big bowler that is the big left arm of Pakana is going to start. He's starting from the Argyle Street end, which means at least PNG have done their research. They know you'd start the bowling from the commentary position end, the Argyle Street end, because that means the 20th over and the end of the power play is bowled from the longer boundary down at the softball ground end.
Yeah, they've played here before, not just in Hong Kong, but at TKRG. You know, just one thing, looking through that PNG lineup, it's not the youngest lineup. The youngest player, John Kariko, 21 years old. But you have a lot of players in the late 20s and the 30s as well here for PNG. So a lot of experience. The likes of Pokana, Vanua, CJ Amini, Asad Vala, some of them with, well, more than a decade's worth of experience. Some of them with 2 decades of experience if you count that age group structure as well.
Yeah, the PNG side has 4 players that have played more than 50 T20Is, so plenty of experience out there. Crowd slowly coming in. Early start, 9 a.m. here in Hong Kong, and we're almost ready to get underway. Slip in place. The left arm. Fast of Pakana. Oh, pops up a bit, doesn't carry out there to point. Good first delivery.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a loosener from Pokana, but that's the thing about Pokana. He's got that natural pace and height. Even a gentle delivery just races onto you as a batter. He's a left armer, of course. I love my left armers. You know this, Aaron. He's got that natural angle away from the right-handers. And he can find that movement back in as well.
Bertol on strike. Pakan goes, strays onto the pads this time. There is a sweeper out on the leg side rope. So first runs off the bat for Nepal.
Yeah, good bit of stuff there from Kushal Burtel. Just moved across his crease. Try and access the leg side. Good balance as well there from Burtel. You know what they say, that's the sign of a good player as well. When you're whipping it through the leg side, and your head is still in a still position. I'm looking forward to this battle. Bandari, fresh off his aggressive 42 on the opening day, facing his first ball.
Similar field, shorter, whipped away, first boundary. Just a matter of how far it goes. It goes all the way for 6.
There you go, he picks up exactly where he left off from. Yeah, I like what he did there again. This time a couple of steps down the wicket from Bandari. And he picked his spot as well. He knew there were just 3 fielders on the leg side. And that leg side boundary as well, it's very short today. We're playing on a different wicket today.
Short again, pushed on the leg side again, but just the single would run so far for Nepal.
Yeah, but I just want to go back to that point. The pitch that we're using today is just a little bit right of screen. So what that's done is just shorten those square leg side boundaries here from the Argyle Street end. It's not going to be easy bowling from this end. You've got the short straight boundaries, but now those square leg side boundaries as well. It means that, well, if you're going to err anywhere, you want to just be a little bit too wide, not a little bit too leg side.
Pushes it. Gonna run, gonna chance the arm. Easy runs in the end. Just a single down to mid-off.
Hey, good start from Nepal though, 9 off the first over so far, still 1 ball left. But even with that previous delivery, you saw him just working his way across his crease, shaping up to go leg side. If you're PNG, that's something to watch here.
Final delivery, the first over. This one's better, outside off. Big fresh area at it, gets the dot ball.
Yeah, good over that, 9 off it. It's 9 for none after the first over. And if you're just joining us, it's PNG who won the toss and decided to bowl first. There's a bit of moisture in this deck. You got to put it in the right areas too. Nepal, if they can just negotiate these first 4 or 5 overs without losing a wicket, gives them a big advantage. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to score 190 or 200. It's a good batting deck. I was out there for the pitch report as well. I saw absolutely no demons on this track.
Looks like John Carrico's got ball in hand from the softball ground end.
Yeah, that's interesting. A bit of left arm spin this early. He's so impressive though, John Carrico. He's come through the age group system, has the left arm spinner. He was impressive in that tri-series against PNG and Hong Kong. Yeah, he was their second top wicket taker, in fact, in that tri-series, just after CJ Amini. We'll see Amini later as well with his leg spin. But for now, here's Carrico.
Bertel on strike. Winds up, cuts hard, cuts well. That's going to race away to the point boundary for 4.
Yeah, loosener there.
Carrigo resets from the softball ground end. As Jay said, a loosener punished early. Round the wicket. Harder, faster, same result though. Another boundary through the point region for 4.
Yeah, pretty much an action replay there. Again, too short, too wide. It's 2 consecutive boundaries to kick off Carrico's spell. Berthel into double figures.
In again, this time better, but pushed onto the leg side. There's going to be at least a single. They're not going to chance the arm. Easy single with 9 runs coming from the first 3 deliveries of the first Karika over. Karika with best figures in T20I of 4 for 11. He's copying some stick at the moment though. And that's popped up. Nice ball just behind point. No run.
That's a lot better. Nice and straight this time. That's what made the difference. Talked him up so much during this broadcast. Can he deliver? Can he get that initial breakthrough?
Fuller gets through. Completely through. How did that not hit the stumps? What a good delivery.
Yeah, you're right, Aaron. So close to the stumps.
This time cut away, but protection. They're going to run on the misfield though, get through for a single.
Yeah, a bit disappointing there. Should never have been a run there, but a misfield allows them to get through for 1, 10 off the over, and after 2 it's 19 for no loss.
Well, Nepal's not going to argue with this start. 2 overs going at 9.5 and over.
And they haven't looked ultra aggressive either. What's that done? It's already forced a change in bowling. We have Norman Vanua. He's going to try his luck here from the Argyle Street end. I hope they've learned as well from that first over. You don't want to bowl on the legs of either of these batters with those short leg side boundaries. So I think it's very simple stuff here. Just bowl a good length in that corridor of uncertainty. You have a slip in place as well, a bit of moisture on the deck. But it's easier said than done. We can all act like experts here in the comm box, but it's up to Norman Vanua to deliver.
Vanua from the Argyle Street end. Bandari on strike. Goes big, lofts, chance of a catch just outside of the grasp and runs almost the way down to the ropes. It does, ends up being a 4.
I think that's going to count as a chance as well. From the naked eye, it looked like it carried there to the skipper Asadwala.
Vanilla will be happy. As he resets, he almost gets a wicket, but ends up with 4 in the books. Lofted, no, along the ground I should say.
You're right, it was actually in the air for just a little bit, Aaron. But just going back to that drop catch, it was indeed a tough chance diving forward. But the PNG skipper, the experienced PNG skipper, be disappointed with that. And get that down in your notebook as well. Binod Bandari dropped on 8. It's also a boundary to add insult to injury.
Almost a catch, 4, then dot. This time, that's lofted in there. This might be a catch as well. It's going to fall, and it's just been put down again. Just got to it, I think. Might have dropped just short.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there, Aaron. It's another let-off, though. Binod Bandari, the cat with 9 lives. Whether or not that dropped short, it was definitely a missed opportunity.
It was in the air a long, long time, but a long way in from deep third. Good over for Vanua so far. And that's in the air as well, but it'll be 1, 2, 3 bounces down to deep third. Another single.
It's all happening in this over so far. 2 chances created. Again, this delivery as well going aerial. 6 off the over so far. The PNG, I don't think they're going to mind conceding 9 or 10 runs and over as long as they can pick up wickets. There's been nothing in that wickets column so far.
Vanua and again, and that's popped up in the air but won't carry. This is an exciting over.
Yeah, good bowling change, clearly. He's Got all that experience, Norman Vanua. Give it a real whack with the bat as well. I think a team like PNG, with all that firepower in the batting lineup, they'll be very happy if they can keep Nepal to something in the range of 170, 175.
One ball remaining in the third. An eventful one. That's lofted as well, but it's going to clear the infield. Is it going to go all the way down to the ropes? Just flicked inside, kept it down to 2. Wow, there was a lot of bottom hand in that over, Jay, but to finish, that is the third over done. 27 for none, Nepal.
Yeah, 8 off a very eventful over. Good bit of work though from Asad Vala. It's not easy when you're running back like that, looking into the sun as well. He saved 2 runs there, the PNG skipper. Yeah, you're right. Eventful over, so many chances created.
As you mentioned as well, they'll be happy with that one, PNG. Chances were created. Sometimes chances weren't taken. And have another change in bowling, it looks like. Jack Gardner coming into the attack from the softball ground end for Papua New Guinea. So he experimented with the slow bowling of the left armour in the first over from the softball ground end. This over going back to a bit of pace. Right arm fast of Jack Gardner. Still going at 9 and over, Nepal. Just Gardner's 4th T20 international for Papua New Guinea. That one was in the air a while too. Safely past the left arm of Gardner, so no run. PNG still looking, trying to get a breakthrough, break this partnership inside the power play. This one's just guided behind point, but another dot. Valuable dots. Seeing a lot of runs so far from Nepal. Back-to-back dot balls for Jack to start with. So far, just the 1 wicket in T20 internationals for Gardner. Early on in his career, just 23 years of age. Oh, and that's chopped down onto the boot. They're going to get through for a cheeky single. Lots of chat in the crowd, in outfield I should say, from the PNG players. And the Nepal supporters are slowly trickling into the ground. The flag's already over there in the tents. Seen that throughout the Friendship Series, and then Sunday's washed out game. The crowd was huge. Only got to see 8 overs today. Looks like no problems, blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. Hard to believe it was only 2 days ago we were washed out. As Gardner comes in, 4th delivery of the 4th over. And this one's pushed hard on the offside to point. Again, another dot ball. Rotated through the bowlers, PNG. Looks like they've found the one they want to bowl from the softball ground so far. Hoping not to put the commentator's curse on there. So you can finish off with 2 balls left in the 4th. Bandari back on strike. 1-4-1-6 to his name so far. Comes down, launches it in the air, picks the gap between point and cover. Not going to make it to the rope. But they will get back for a well-run 2. Inspection of the bat from Bandari. He expected that one to crunch through that gap for 4. He's now signalling. Might need something adjusted to his bat. Now getting inspected by Bertel as well. He's taken the bat and said, I'm going to have a look at that one. I think we're waiting on a new bat to be run out for Bandari. A selection of 3 a handy amount of bats in the kit for Bandari. He's selected his new blade. Now to continue on and finish off the final delivery of the 4th over. Gardner in again. Crunched. This time he's got the new axe and he's wielded it. Bashed it through behind point for 4. Nice way to finish the over. Tough for Jack Gardner, who is racking up the dots. Still 7 runs coming from it for Nepal after 4. They're 34 for no loss. The first man to get a second over in his spell to date, Norman Vanua, bowled well that first over, had chances flying everywhere. Talked about there's 4 players in the PNG side who have played 50 plus T20Is. Norman is one of them. An experienced customer. Bertel on strike. Guided behind point, bit of a misfield. Deep third will pick it up. They'll get through for the single. Run rate now under 9. They slowly try to claw this back. Nepal very close to bringing up the 50 inside the power play at this rate. Bandari on strike, a short one, just eased behind square leg. Work to do on the ropes, very, very quick in. Rocket arm keeps it down to a single. Still plenty of chat in the outfield for PNG, looking for this breakthrough. No slip in place. And that's whipped away, high, hard. 2 bounces into the Nepal fans over there in the Teds for 4. Very nice stroke, that one. It's outside off, there to be hit. Crunched. Short again, whipped away, high, hard, long, all the way for 6. Waiting for confirmation, but the hands go up from umpire Shelton de Cruz. Beautiful stroke behind square, whipped it away, the short one, over the ropes for 6. I said Nepal might get to the 50 inside the power play. They might get to the 50 inside 5 overs at this rate. Just 4 away with 2 balls remaining in the 5th. 12 runs so far from Vanua's second over. That's a good effort ball. You could hear the groan, the grunt from Norman. Getting some shape away there. Vanua resets, comes in, but finish off the 5th. That one's slashed away on the offside. There's going to be another boundary and it's going to bring up the 50 for Nepal at the end of the 5th over. Nepal, 50 for no loss. beautiful way to bring up the 50 for Nepal, and a beautiful way for me to end my commentary stint. Taking you through to the drinks break, it will be Jay Dunsing-Honey.
Thanks, Aaron. Big over that for Nepal. 16 runs off it. I loved that pull shot as well after the boundary. What I find so interesting about that cut shot as well, it's not exactly a cut shot. He actually plants his front foot forward and then just throws his hands at the ball. Kushal Bertel, one of his signature shots. Good thing is he always tries to get it over the infield, and, well, he usually succeeds. Change in bowling. Sese Bao into the attack for the first time today. Last over of the power play. Goes leg side as Bandari. His protection out there in the deep, just a single. We predicted this as well. Good batting track. You feel like around 10 runs and over. That is going to be, well, it might be the run rate at the end of the innings. Nepal, without a doubt, will be targeting that psychological figure of 200. Can Sese Bao do something about it? Oh, arm ball. Brilliant. Just beating the bat. Back live. Again, faster, straight again. It's a good start to the over. Berteldo on 28 of 17. Again, nice and straight. Oh, good bit of work. I thought it got past him, but he put in that dive. Yeah, good sportsmanship as well between Bandari and Bao. Inadvertently got in his way, of course. That also means it's 3 dot balls now. I feel like something's got to give. I think Bertel's going to go big again. He does go big. Is it long enough? Absolutely. Clears deep square leg. Kushal Bertel, you can't keep him quiet for that long. 7 off the over, 1 ball left. Absolute treat to watch Kushal Bertel in full flow. It's exactly what we've seen so far. Last ball of the power play. Guided, can't find the gap. 7 off the over at the end of the power play. Nepal, 57 for none. Yeah, Asad Walla, the PNG skipper, really ringing the changes. We have Jack Gardner, a change of ends for him. He's coming into bowl now from the Argyle Street end. He's desperate for a wicket, isn't he, Asad Walla? And a reminder, of course, no Dipendra Singh Airi on this trip to Hong Kong. That's a big loss for Nepal. They're without their highest run scorer in T20Is. Yeah, big shoes to fill. Dipendra Singh Airi. No Asif Sheikh either. But Binod Bandari, in the absence of Asif Sheikh, has done pretty well. 23 off 16. He's been around for such a long time as well, Binod Bandari, in Nepal cricket. Gardner again. Yeah, good running, good understanding between these two. Easy single there. We see this happen so often as well in T20I cricket. The 7th and 8th overs, sometimes they tend to be a bit quiet. It's not easy to switch modes in that post-power play period. Full toss. Oh, gets away with that. That's straight to mid-wicket. I think it's Kariko there doing the fielding. Get the feeling he's going to look leg side again, Bertel. Ooh, bit of extra bounce there. It's guided away down to deep third. There's a bit of tension now here at TKRG. PNG in the last 5 minutes or so, just beginning to drag things back. Can't drag things back with that. Unless, of course, you hit a full toss straight to the fielder. Yeah, I thought it was 4 down the ground for a second. Gets away with another full toss here. See that sometimes. Someone has a slingy action. It can be hard to pick up length sometimes. How often have we seen someone like Malinga or Fidel Edwards take wickets with full tosses? Better length. Again, just one. It's been a good over this. Just 3 runs off it, 1 ball left. Of course, we had 16 runs coming in the 5th over. At that point, Wasp was in excess of 200. Now it's dropped just a little bit to 192. Drilled through extra cover. It's rushing down to the boundary. Will it get there? Yeah, good work in the deep. I think he's just managed to pick. Yeah, he's just pulled that in. Good stuff, PNG. Saving 2 runs on the boundary there. Just 5 off the over. And after 7, it's 62 for none. A good spell this for PNG, just 12 runs coming in the last 2 overs. John Kariko coming back into the attack now. Just a 1 over for him, conceded 10 in the 2nd over of the innings. But I think this is where you're going to see Kariko shine. He's a very canny operator in the middle overs. Yeah, good stuff there. It's faster and flatter. Seated boundaries of into the leg side, should just be a single. They're thinking about a second. Now they're going to come back for it. Good bit of running. They're so quick between the wickets, Bandari and Bertel. Just going back to that point I was making earlier. Conceded boundaries of each of his first 2 deliveries, Kariko. Since then, he's found his length, the left-arm spinner. But I don't think Bandari and Bertel will want him to settle. In Nepal, they still have 10 wickets in hand, so I think we're going to see them go after the bowling. That's high. Is it long enough? There's a chance here, long off. Takes it well. Good boundary management there. And that's the first wicket down. Kariko strikes for PNG. like what he did there. Just threw it up nice and wide. Bandari gone for 27. Nepal after 7.5 overs are 64 for 1. And in walks the skipper Rohit Paudel at 3. Good thing for Paudel. He's got Berthel for company. Berthel on 37 off 23. That wicket coming at a very handy time for PNG. That winning in score predictor has dipped to 184. Like I said, if they can restrict Nepal to something in that 180 range, I think they're going to be quite happy with that. Nepal, I dare say, in recent times, some question marks with their bowling lineup. And of course, there's no Sompal Kami either on this tour of Hong Kong. Hurts them with the ball. It also hurts them with the bat. I wonder if we're just seeing a bit of purchase off this deck now. It looked like that one just held up in the surface. During the pitch report, I thought there were going to be a lot of runs on this deck. I'm starting to doubt that now. Tossed up again. It's a bit wide. But that's how he got that wicket. Tossed it up nice and slow and wide. Bandari was trying to go a lot straighter, but he's just dragged it towards long off. Shorter, quicker. Yeah, I wonder if there's bat on that. I think it's beaten everyone. Yeah, no, bat on that. And technically goes down as a drop catch. Paudel gets off the mark in streaky fashion. 3 off that over, including the big wicket of Bandari. After 8, it's 65 for 1. Again, another change in bowling. This time, Pokana, the left armer, back for his second spell. And Pokana, of course, conceded a maximum in that first over. A short delivery on the legs that Bandari dispatched over deep square leg. Bowled to leg side with these short, deep square leg boundaries. It's going to be Paudel on strike. Moves across the stumps. That's been taken. Kipling Dariga makes no mistake. Pokana strikes back with his first wicket. Nepal 65 for 2. Yeah, gone for 1. That brings Arif Sheikh to the crease at number 4. Chipped in with a handy 38 on the opening day against Hong Kong. The Friendship Cup, I mean. 65 for 2. I think without a doubt, PNG will be the happier of the two teams. But I just wonder if we have to revise our score predictions. Just saw the ball holding up in the track a little bit from John Carrico in that previous over. So maybe that 200 mark that we were talking about, I think what this strong sunshine has done is maybe just dry out that surface. It's not something I predicted at the start of the broadcast. So maybe that 200, 190, 200 figure, maybe we have to revise that. 170, 175. Could be very competitive. Sheikh facing his first ball. Again, a play and a miss. He's found that line, hasn't he? Now the last 3.2 overs, the last 20 balls, they've only conceded 15 runs and taken 2 wickets. Again, extra bounce, again, past the outside edge. Asif Sheikh. Asif Sheikh just struggling a little bit early in his innings. 2 balls, 2 plays and misses. That's the thing about Pokana, all that experience, the left armour, he's learnt from that error in his first over. Fuller this time. Yeah, I like that. Changed up his length. Heard that big grunt as well. I think he was trying to go into the block hole. The execution not perfect there, but I like the thinking from Pokana. He's yet to concede a run in this over as well. It's amazing how the game has changed ever since I came into commentary. What is going on? I do apologize, Nepal fans. Clearly, a bad omen for your team. Slashes again straight to the fielder. Still no runs here for a frustrated Asif Sheikh. Arif Sheikh, I beg your pardon. Asif Sheikh was not able to make this tour. And my colleagues in the production unit keeping me honest. See a couple of Nepal fans as well in the backdrop. Gonna get more and more Nepal fans come in. Slashed this time, he finds the gap. Is he gonna find a boundary? Absolutely. Stylish way to get off the mark. But still, successful over for PNG. 4 runs off it and the big wicket. What you see with that shot as well, he was expecting that width outside the off stump. See these Nepal fans, we saw them in down jackets during the Friendship Cup. Got a couple of people in short sleeves today. Very different weather on a sun-baked Tin Kwong Road recreation ground. Another change in bowling. This time the captain brings himself on. Bit of off spin. Asadwallah into the attack. He's a more than handy off spinner, isn't he? Oh, that's too short. Could be 4. Nah, there's cover in the deep. It's only a single. Lucky to get away with that. Berthel, he's been merciless with that cut shot so far today. 2 of his boundaries square of the wicket on the offside. He's on 38 now, Berthel. He's just been snubbed of the strike in the last 3 or 4 overs as Kushal Berthel. Change of angle, comes around the wicket. Oh, that one going on with the arm. Back live. Oh, that's been taken. Yeah, it's been given as well. Asadwallah brings himself on and the captain strikes straight away. That's the end of Asif Sheikh for 4. Arif Sheikh for 4. A very good spell of cricket here for PNG. The last 4.5 overs have yielded 3 wickets and they've only conceded 20 runs. Nepal, after 9.5 overs, are 70 for 3. And take a short break for drinks. You have Monty Desai discussing with his team. Sandeep Johra has walked in at number 5. Gets a pat on the back as well from his coach, the enigmatic Monty Desai. Look at that Nepal card, 38 right up top for Kushal Berthal. A good supporting 27 for Bandari. But when he held out to Norman Vanua at long off, it was a bit of a turning point. Powdell gone for 1. Asif Sheikh just now, an attempted lap shot that was taken by Kipling Doriga. That's why they find themselves 70 for 3 after 9.3. Bowling card makes for good reading if you're a PNG supporter. 1 for 13 for Bacana. 1 for 13 as well for John Corico up top. None for 24. Norman Vanua, a bit expensive. 12 runs in his 2 overs for Gardner. And now Asad Vala with that wicket as well. If you're just joining us, it's PNG who won the toss and decided to bowl first. For an expensive first 5 overs. They've taken 3 for 20 in the last 4.5. You gotta say they're in control of this game right now. We're taking a short break for drinks. Don't go too far. We'll be back in a minute and a half for the second half of this innings. Back live here at TKRG. Nepal, they started so well, didn't they? In spite of these 3 wickets, the silver lining for them is Kushal Berthal is still at the crease. Sandeep Johra as well, he's walked in at 5. He's a very busy player, Sandeep Johra, and looking to cement his place as a regular member of this Nepal lineup. That's the thing, that's what the absence of Dipendra Singh Airi does. It gives other players a chance to step up and stake a claim. Worked away on the leg side. Johra off the mark straight away. It's just a single. So Berthal hasn't had much of the strike. Seen 3 of his partners walk back to that dugout. 2 balls left now in the 10th over. Yeah, good length there from Vala. Was a bit short on that first ball. Got 1 ball left in this over. After that, I'll be stepping out of the comm box and handing you over to Aaron Bush. Beaten again. Another arm ball, another play and a miss. 2 runs off the over and the wicket of Arif Sheikh at the halfway point. Nepal 71 for 3. I'm going to hand you over to Aaron Bush.
Thanks, Jay. Don't go far. I believe you're doing an interview very shortly, so we'll be seeing Jay on camera. Interviewing somebody, one of the superstars from Nepal. I know who it is, but keep it a secret until ready to go. We'll continue on here, as will, looks like Corico to bowl. 2 overs so far, 1 for 13. Bowling from the Argyle Street end. Short boundaries down towards our commentary position. Going to get through for 1. They're going to chance the arm. Yes, they've turned and run. 1 went fast and gets back. Huge gust blowing across Ting Kwong Road as they scamper back safely for 2. Berthal wasn't really interested in that second, but fortunately the throw came in to the keeper's end, so get through safely. That's in the air but picks the gap. More work to do for the sweeper out on the offside ropes. And comes to the bowler's end this time, but Bertel gets back safely for another 2. Yes, coming up very shortly, Jay Dancing Hani will be interviewing Nepal superstar Karen KC. This one's well outside off, but stays inside the tram lines. You can hear the wind blowing across the ground. That's swatted again out to the offside sweeper. Just a single this time. Two balls remaining in the 11th. Kariko around the wicket, faster, harder. Strays onto the thigh pad, so runs on the leg side. Just a single though. As Jay was mentioning before the drinks break, PNG fighting back, bringing down this run rate. Still over 7, just. 6 runs off this over with 1 ball remaining. And there's the faster ball again. Now we'll get through for a single to keep that run rate around the 7 mark. 7 off the 11th. Nepal 78 for 3. Vala continuing from the softball ground end, but it's time for that interview and time to cross to Jay Dancing Honey.
Thanks, Aaron. I've got Karan Casey here with me. Karan, what do you think about the game situation right now?
Right now, I think it's a little bit difficult as a batting, but just we start well. First power play, I think they played really well as a batsman. But right now, I think we have a good score as well.
And we spoke about it as well off camera. It looks like there's just a bit of turn in this wicket, maybe a bit of low bounce also.
Yeah, from as a bowling unit, it's look a little bit slow and turning wicket. The way they're bowling, I think they come back nicely as a spinners. They come back nicely.
What do you think is a good score on this deck?
It's a small ground, so I think around 160, 180 will be a good score to stop.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, the big news is Nepal back in Hong Kong after, I believe, 7 years or so. What's it like being back in Hong Kong?
Yeah, it's been great to be in Hong Kong. Like you said, 7 years back I was here. I played 2 games, but one same condition, like there was a typhoon and one game was cancelled. So from last couple of days still raining, but today is a sunny day. So I think we will enjoy cricket in Hong Kong right now.
I think rain or shine, that's not going to stop Nepal fans from coming to the ground. How good is it? Wherever you go, you've always got Nepali support.
Yeah, I think as a Nepali supporter, as a Nepali fan, they always love us wherever we go. I think the best thing about Nepali cricket, I think they are the 12th man of Nepali cricket. So we enjoyed and like they enjoyed as well.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, the bigger picture as well with this tour is the preparation for the T20 World Cup. How's it going in the camp, and what's the mood with the boys right now in the lead up to that World Cup?
Last month we just finished our ODI cricket and we played against Netherlands, Namibia T20 series as well. I think right now we are doing good as a T20 World Cup is a preparation for us. From now on, we are very much focused on the T20 cricket, and now I think we are doing good. Most of the new players are here and they are doing good as well. So it's a good preparation for us.
I'm glad you bring up the new players because someone like Dipendra Singh Airi, he's not on this trip. Sompal as well. he hasn't been able to make this trip, but it gives other people, someone like Binod Bandari, Sandeep Jora, a chance to establish themselves. Akash Chand as well, who's come through the under-19 system, gives them a chance to become more regular members of the Nepal lineup.
Yeah, I think most of the players from under 19 and seniors as well from the last World Cup. You said Binod Bandari is there. So I think most of the players are very capable and very talented as well. So we are taking them as a World Cup unit. So we are looking for them for a good form. They can come back from a good form. So we are looking for them as well.
And of course, you're a senior player in this lineup now. Someone like Akash Chand, are you passing on any advice, and is there sort of like a mentorship relationship there?
Like they played under 19 cricket just now the last 2 months, so they are very much prepared and they just need guidance like how to play and how to handle the pressure. I think we are working on that. As a senior player, I'm trying to tell them, giving some tips for how to bowl on the wickets, like different condition. Like we have in Nepal, there are different condition. Like Hong Kong is different condition. So are they getting there? I think they are doing good.
And last question: after this tour of Hong Kong, what's next for Nepal?
We have a games in Nepal against Ireland A. So we have a T20I series as well in Nepal against Ireland. So I think we are very much looking forward for the World Cup and everything we do for the World Cup right now.
Karan, thank you for being so generous with your time. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And back to you guys in the comm box.
Thanks, Jay. And thanks very much to Karen Casey for joining us in the broadcast. The most experienced capped T20I player for Nepal with 61 caps so far. This will be his 62nd. Comes in and has a chat. 160 to 180, he said, should be around par. So some work to do. Nepal still 7 wickets in hand. Be looking to put on anywhere from 70 to 90, double the score from here. That might help. How far's that gone? Has it gone far enough? Has it gone far enough? It has gone far enough. 2 players waiting, thinking perhaps they could get hands on that one, but no such chance. And that's the 50 up for Bertel in style. Bertel bringing up his 50 with a maximum. This time crunched hard, but mid-off in place. See 50, including 7 boundaries for Bertel. He's been out there since the beginning. Watched a few fall around him. Playing a fine knock so far. Still going at a strike rate now of over 150. Gardner 1 ball remaining in the 13th. Shorter, it's whipped away behind point. Deep third will come around to cut it off. And that's a single to end the over. 11 runs coming from it. Nepal heading towards the 3-figure mark. They're 97 for 3. Kushal Bertel bringing up his 50 last over. He's the only player in this Nepal squad here in Hong Kong to get to 3 figures. Highest score of 104. Averages 31.63 before this game. He's done well. He's going to get his average up even further now with this half century. He's on strike. Rico around the wicket. Eases it to point. Good fielding, good running. Gets through for the single. Nepal fans continue to pour into Ting Kwong Road. You can hear them every time there's a bat on ball that's crunched long. Even the singles get a round of applause from the crowd. Obviously bringing up the 50 with a maximum. Got a much larger reaction. 2 Nepal flags in now. Gives himself some room this time, Bertel. The deep point fielder will keep it to a single, and that's the 100 up for Nepal. Seen plenty of milestones brought up with boundaries. This one, just a nice eased single out on the offside. That's in the air, but going to be wide of that long off fielder, and that's going to be a boundary. Gets to the 3 figures for Nepal and then puts the boundary in the books, Jora. Handy knock from him as well. Moves to 19 off 13 deliveries. Rico goes the reversey. That's coming straight down into our commentary position. Under my foot. I'll actually pick the ball up. Beautiful boundary for 4. Went the reverse on it. Bit of a top edge up and over, but there was nobody down here near the commentary position. So another boundary. Runs flowing again for Nepal. He's gone big. He's trying to go very big. He's gone very big. That one's out of the ground. A maximum 6 to finish off the 14th over. Nepal 114 for 3. 17 runs coming from that over. You can see the wagon wheel now for Bertel's 50. He's got runs. Keeps the boundaries for 4 on one side and the 6s on the other. Very well batted 50. Now 53 off 36. Plenty of runs scored behind square and point. Seen he's very strong, especially behind point. Can crunch it hard. All of a sudden, Nepal, who were in double figures at the start of that last over, have now scampered up to 114. 6 overs remaining, still 7 wickets in hand, plenty of batting to come. Norman Vanua back into the attack, 2 overs so far, none for 24. Unlucky not to get a wicket in his first over. Unlucky not to get 2 wickets, in fact. A couple of balls in the air. That's a good delivery. Giving Vanua some protection down here towards our commentary position. And at the very short, long on position, the youngster Kariko. And that's been put on the offside, though it's in the air, and it's taken all the way for a maximum. That maximum brings up the 50 partnership for these two. 50 off 29. 2 4s, 3 maximums. Bertel Jora, just 19 minutes. Vanua fuller this time, and that man, John Kariko, is in the action. He's held that. He's got underneath it. The nod goes up. The wicket falls. Great field placement. We said he was down here lurking on the short boundary. John Kariko takes the catch right on the ground, but definitely had his hands underneath. He was right near our commentary position. Fantastic way to end a fantastic innings. Bertel out for 59. Gulshan Jar coming to the crease. I was about to mention just before that delivery that while I've been in commentary, the runs have flowed for Nepal and the wickets have all fallen when Jay Dantinghani is in comms. But with 3 balls remaining before I step out again, I finally get to call a wicket. There he is, right on screen, right in front of our camera position. Great catch. The youngster just 20 years of age. He's bowled out 4 overs, he's got himself a wicket, now he's got himself a catch, and the huge catch of the opener, Bertel. And that's first wicket for Norman as well. Oh, we say people attack this short Argyle Street boundary. We've also seen plenty of times that a little miss-hit doesn't quite make it over the ropes. That one there, maybe a metre or 2 inside the ropes where Kariko got down to it, and he's now been moved inside the circle to long off, mid-off I should say. Guided behind point, deep third, gets off the mark there for Jar. Rotates the strike back to Jora. Brought up the 100, brought up the 50 partnership, brought up the 50 for Bertel. And then Norman has struck in the 15th. Heard Jay talking to Karen KC. He said anywhere between 160 to 180 is a good target. They're on target at the moment. The computer projector saying 175. That one's lofted straight. All the way. Was it all the way? No, one bounce over the ropes, smashes into the side screen and my effects microphone, rattling through our head if you're listening and watching online with the headphones on. Certainly heard that one go into the side screen. Back live, more runs, good fielding. No, little misfield. It's got some hand on it though, so it won't go to the ropes. 2 more to the total. 13 runs coming from that one, but also the big wicket of Bertel. Nepal with 5 overs remaining, 127 for 4, and taking you through to the innings break, it is Jay Dantinghani.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. An eventful 5 overs there. Yeah, 56 runs coming for Nepal in those previous 5 overs. A big reason for that was Kushal Bertel. Sandeep Jora, of course, was 35 off 17. But Bertel as well with that knock of 59, which included 4 fours, 4 sixes. He also brought up 1,000 career T20I runs. So congratulations, Kushal Bertel. Only the 2nd Nepal player to score 1,000 runs in T20Is. Big congrats to Kushal Bertel. I think we're going to get a few thousand more. But for now, it's Da on strike. Big appeal. Sese bows well into his 2nd over. Back live. It's high. Oh, it splits the gap between those 2 fielders, but just a single. He got the placement right, did Gulsanza. He can go big, can't he? Gulsanza. We've talked up Sandeep Jora as well. Bang goes Jora. All the way goes Jora. Oh, Sandeep, what a way to get into the 40s. He's 41 off 18. Again, he goes big. This time, leg side. It's the same result. Into that supporters area. Look at that. He's raced on to 47 off 19. What are we witnessing? Sandeep Zora. And I've loved this game so far. The pendulum just keeps swinging. Early advantage to Nepal. PNG struck back. Now Zora on fire. He's going to pick up a single here. Intelligent stuff. It's already got the 2 maximums in the over. Realized I couldn't do much with that delivery. Had the wisdom to sneak through for 1. 14 off the over. 4 overs left after this. Suddenly 180, 190. We're looking good for that again. Worked away on the leg side. Single. Good bit of running there. Should be safe. Yeah, no harm done. But another big over. 15 off at 4 overs left. It's 142 for 4. Pokana, he's back into the attack for an important 17th over. Yeah, been a bit of a mixed spell from him so far. He's got that 1 breakthrough though. See that Nepali contingent growing by the minute. More and more people walking up that driveway here at TKRG. Slow delivery, intelligent stuff there. It's only going to be a single. That means Jora's back on strike. I wonder if PNG should have resorted to these changes of paces a lot earlier. I think that's the way to bowl as well in the middle overs and death overs, given the conditions. We heard Karan Casey talking about how there's just a bit of grip off this surface. Just a little bit of variable bounce. It's still a good batting track. Nepal, I have a feeling they're just ahead of what would be considered a pass score at this stage. Adjusts well into the leg side. They're thinking about a second. Oh, they're going to come back for it. He's going to have to hurry. He's going to have to hurry. He makes it home. 50 for Sandeep Zora. What a fantastic knock. Picks up his second T20I 50. Coming off just 21 balls with 3 maximums, 3 fours. Innings of the highest order. It's completely changed the complexion of this contest. This could be a coming of age knock as well for Sandeep Zora. And see him looking offside. Ooh, tries to go over the keeper there. He's missed that, I think. Sneak through for 1. We wait for the signal. Yeah, signaled buys there. My word, Sandeep Zora. Said this at the start of the broadcast. He's a very busy player. Well, today he hasn't just been busy, he's been absolutely brutal. Tony Ura, he knows a thing or two about being brutal. He's fielding down the ground. Goes to Kariko, who's at long off, keeps it down to 1. It's a good day so far, Kariko. Chipped in with a wicket, took a nice catch as well. A nice low catch there from John Kariko. See him on screen. Still only 21. He's got a very high ceiling as a cricketer. Kana though, for what it's worth, hasn't conceded a boundary in this over. 5 runs off it, 2 balls left. Bang goes Zora. Is it going to clear Kariko? Absolutely. 4th maximum for Sandeep Zora. And 150 up here for Nepal. He's not exactly big and muscular, Sandeep Zora, but he's moved on to his career best score in T20Is. Ooh, I think that struck him on the glove. Yeah, you can see that. Seems to be okay. He's disappointed with himself. Let's look at that wagon wheel as well. You can see 3 sixes down the ground. He's been really good as well. Square of the wicket on the offside where he's picked up a lot of singles and a boundary as well. That 4 that was cracked through extra cover. I loved that shot as well from Zora. 4 sixes in that knock to go with 3 boundaries. And 11 off that over. You can see those flags flying. Nice and proud for Nepal. The supporters, they're pouring into TKRG. Their team is playing 2 T20Is in one day. Imagine that if you're a Nepal fan. They were a bit concerned at that 10 over mark, the Nepal supporters. They're feeling a lot better now. 153 for 4, still 3 overs left. Captain, he's brought himself back. Asad Walla. It's interesting strategy. Kulsanzar still looking for his first boundary. He's not going to get it like that. It's a good result there for PNG, a very valuable dot ball. He goes straight. Is it long enough? Yes, just about. It sneaks over the head of long off. So first 6 for Zah. He gets in on the action. Moves on to 11 with that straight 6. You can hear on the effects mic as well. It's getting windier and windier. Full toss. Whipped away into the leg side. There's cover in the deep though. Just 1. What that does is it brings Zora back on strike. 56 off 24. Can he go really big? Can he bat through the innings? Get maybe an 80 not out. Good delivery again. Fired in, faster, flatter. Back live. Smashed straight to the man at extra cover. Well taken. The end of a fantastic innings from Zora. He has to walk back for 56, but he can be very proud of his day at the office. Yeah, brilliant stuff that was taken by Lega Siaka. Spells the end of a fantastic innings. 56 for Zora, 3 fours, 4 sixes, a strike rate of 215. Nepal, they've lost half their side. They're looking good as Lokesh Bam walks in at number 7. 13 balls left in this innings. How many can they get? Can they get to 185, maybe 190? I think they can get up to that 190 score. Gives them a clear advantage. False start there. He's going to have to load up again. Has to be said, good comeback from Walla after being smashed for that maximum. Just 7 off the over. Last ball coming up. Leading edge. Get a single. That's a good over. Successful one for PNG. Big wicket of Zora and just 8 runs. 2 overs left. It's 161 for 5. Pokana, he's taken 1 for 23 in his 3 overs so far. Coming in for his last over of the day. It's Bam on strike. Playing a miss there. They're going to sneak through for 1 though. Good presence of mind here. Yeah, good stuff, Gulsanzar. He's a very dangerous hitter, isn't he? Gulsanzar at the bottom of the order for Nepal. I shouldn't say bottom of the order. Tends to bat around number 6 these days. This Gulsanzar. Every now and then gets pushed up the order. Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna go straight? Ooh, tries to go straight, gets a thickish inside edge. Good stop there from that fielder at fine leg. This is just 1. Again, a good result here for PNG. 1s and dots, they don't mind that at all. It's the boundaries. They just want to prevent the boundaries here to PNG. Bam goes bang and clears the man at mid-wicket. It crashes into those walls of the pavilion. First maximum for Bam. Moves on to 7. Yeah, that was just a bit top edgy, but quick hands through the ball, had the distance on it. Full toss, drilled. Will this be another maximum? Yes. Crashes into the side screen. Bam goes big again. Back-to-back 6s for him. Yeah, Bam demonstrating. He's got some serious range. Went leg side and then drilled a full toss down the ground. Still 8 deliveries left. Every chance they could get up to 200. Moves across his stumps. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say good change up. Signaled wide there. Pokana's not happy about it because Bam just moved across his stumps there. It was a close one for sure. That means it's an extra run for Nepal. He's going to have to re-bowl that as well, Pokana. This over, it's just spoiled his figures. Hasn't been that bad today. The sign of Pokana. Yeah, good delivery. Good change up there. That's the thing, whenever he's bent his back, Pokana, he gets it up at a very uncomfortable height. He's conceded 3 6s in his spell as Pokana, 1 in his first over and 2 just now to Lokesh Bam. See Bam again looking towards that leg side region. The last ball of Pokana's spell, the last ball of the penultimate over. Again across the stumps, again leg side. Doesn't get the distance on this. They're thinking about a second. They're going to come back for it. It's going to be close, more than close. That's the end of Lokesh Bam. He's been run out for an unselfish 14. Very important cameo here from Lokesh Bam. 14 off 6 deliveries. Nepal have lost their 6th wicket. With 1 over left, they're sitting pretty on 177. Good comeback there from Pokana. 15 off that over. The heavy hitters, they just keep coming here for Nepal. We've got Bibek Kumar Yadav now walking in at number 8. But it's going to be Za on strike. Six balls left. Can they get a couple of boundaries away? Vanua. That's high. It's not long enough. Again, just short of the fielder, and it's only one. Vanua 3.1 overs, 1 for 38. Took that 1 wicket. It's John Carrico with that nice low catch to get rid of Bertel. Other than that, he's been expensive. Opportunity here for Bibek Yadav. Averages less than 10 in T20Is. He's got a lot more potential than that, though. Bang goes Bibek. How long is this? Oh, it's definitely long enough. There's that potential I was talking about. 1 ball, first ball, 6. Yeah, I think that's Ravi Nagdev out in the deep doing the fielding. Didn't go for the catch though, Ravi. Bang, flat batted. Oh, just watches it sail over his head. Does long on. Again, back-to-back 6s. This time it's Bibek. Massive over, again 13 off it, we're only halfway through it. He's conceded a half-century worth of runs, has Vanua. Chance of Bibek. He's only going to get a single now. But there's just no respite here for PNG. The heavy hitters just keep coming for Nepal. It's really good signs for the future of Nepalese cricket. Sandeep Johra with that fantastic knock. And that's why they're so happy. Those Nepalese supporters, they're loving it. 2 balls left. Slow delivery, good delivery. He's not happy with himself, Gulshan Za. Mishits that down to long off for 1. Just 1 ball left now. Bibek. Eventful knock so far. 2 maximums and the single in his 3 balls. Can he go big again to finish things off? Here we go, last ball. That is big, but how big? Oh, it's big enough! They'll tell you, the Nepal fans. 3 6s in that over. And look at that, 21 off the 20th over. Look at that swing of the bat from Bibek Yadav. That's the potential I was talking about. 19 off 4. That's what he ends with. A partnership of 21. All those 21 runs coming in the final over as Nepal close things out on 198 for 6. Look at that scorecard, 59 right up top for Kushal Berthel, which included 4 maximums, 27 for Bandari. PNG, they fought back with 3 quick wickets, but then Sandeep Johra changed things around. 56 off 26, a fantastic knock, his best knock in a Nepal jersey. And then you had Za as well, 15. Lokesh Baum hitting 2 maximums, 14 off 6. And Bibek Yadav, take a bow, 19 off 4, including 3 big ones. Look at that bowling card, 1 for 38 right up top for Pukana. But then the rest of the bowlers very expensive. John Carrico, 1 for 37. Vanua came in for some tap, 1 for 58 in his 4 overs. Gardner was impressive, none for 23 in his 3. And the pick of the bowlers, Asadwala, taking 2 for 18 in 3 overs. So if you're just joining us, it's PNG who won the toss and decided to bowl first. They restricted Nepal to 70 for 3 in the 10th over. But the final half of that innings was pure carnage. Sandeep Johra 56, Berthel 59, and Bibek at the end with 19 off 4. It's been a pleasure bringing you yet another in-house production from Cricket Hong Kong, China. If you like what you've heard, you can always follow me on Twitter at jdansinghani, on Instagram at jdansinghanicoms. My co-commentator, Aaron Bush, he tweets at Tripperhead. And of course, do follow Cricket Hong Kong China across our social media platforms on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Don't go too far. In around 8 or 9 minutes, we'll be back for the second half of this game.
What?
Last one, last one. Last.
Welcome back to Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for this, the Hong Kong T20I Men's Series. Aaron Bush with you. It's Papua New Guinea and Nepal in Super Tuesday Game 1. Another game this afternoon as well. 198 on the board for Nepal, 199 required for PNG to snatch victory with Super Tuesday. Whoever wins this game will be playing in the final tomorrow. No calculations can change that. A win and you're in. Coming out to bat for PNG, it's Tony Ura. And we've got a fun fact about Tony Ura today. There it is. He needs 25 more runs to become the first PNG batter to score 1,500 in T20Is. Quite a milestone if he gets to that mark today. He probably won't get a round of applause from his teammates. They may not even know that stat, but we do. So keep an eye on that, Tony Ura. Always in the runs for PNG, and joining him out in the middle, it will be Sese Bao. Tony Ura will take strike, taking the new ball for Nepal. Pratish GC opening from the softball ground and learned their lesson from the Friendship Series game where they started from the other end. Doesn't work well, so starting from the Argyle Street end, looking to defend this total of 198, a good total. Always a nice batting track here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Same pitch as we used on Saturday and Sunday, and that was a pitch that Hong Kong scored 212 on. 198 for Nepal. Are we happy with that after falling apart against Hong Kong China on Saturday? All out for under 150. Almost ready to get underway. It's the bells chime at a local school. They're going off to have a morning snack. We're ready to get underway. Left arm over for Pratish to Ura. Full. Just eases it onto the leg side. Gets the first runs on the board for PNG. Both of these batters for PNG very experienced. Sese Bao on screen, on strike. Top score of 65 not out in T20Is. This will be his 48th T20I. Practice just moving the field around a bit. As it'll be left arm to left hand bat. Up to the stumps for Binod with the gloves on. Pushes that one onto the leg side for the left hander and gets through for a single. Saw Nepal go through the first 5 overs without losing a wicket, bringing up 50 runs within inside the 5 overs. So a good start needed here for PNG. As you can see on screen, needing roughly 10 and over. The right hander back on strike and gets through him, gets through the keeper as well. And it's bat on it as well. That's one of the downsides of keeping up to the stumps. First boundary for PNG. Squared Ura up a bit there. As Pratish again, full crunch going down the straight for 6. Back-to-back boundaries for PNG. First 4 off the edge, and that time straight out of the middle for Ura. First maximum for PNG. Rotation again, shorter this time, so pulled away on the leg side. They got 2 out on the ropes inside the power play on the leg side for the right-hander, so just a single. Started off in singles and thought perhaps Nepal were going to restrict the required run rate in this over, but already well over the 10 required, 13 with 1 ball remaining in the first. Breeze again, you can see the Nepal flag in the background fluttering. The supporters in again, as always for Nepal. Another single this time out to deep point. 14 runs coming from the first over for PNG. Handy, 14 for no loss. After 1, requiring another 185 for victory. As expected for Nepal, Karen KC will take the new ball from the softball ground end. No keeping up to the stumps for Karen. Binod back in the usual spot. You can see top of screen, also a slip in place. A reef shake. He's now been moved out of slip as he runs away. Putting in a backward point and a gully. Backward point inside the circle, a few steps, and just off screen. It's really a short third now. Looking for one to fly off the bat. They've also got fine leg up inside the circle. A deep square leg on the ropes. And a deep point for the left-handed Sase Bao. Karen ready to come. Flying in from the softball ground end. And first one ties Sase up. Starts with a dot. Plenty of dots required, but Nepal will be looking for wickets as well early. As we say, Super Tuesday. Winner goes through to the final tomorrow afternoon. And this afternoon's game will decide who that winner plays. Comes down the wicket this time. Big top edge over the top of that position. I was saying the backward point gully region coming inside the circle. This one flies over the top, over to the ropes for 4. Gave himself plenty of room there. Sase Bao cleared the infield behind point. Shortish boundary. He gets his first boundary as Karen resets, comes down again, crunches it straight. It'll be back-to-back boundaries for PNG and Sase Bao. Aggressive early from these two out in the middle. As I mentioned, Nepal getting 50 inside 5 overs These two out in the middle got 22 on in 9 balls. Karen comes around the wicket this time. Cramps Bow, but they'll scamper through. Chance of a direct hit, might have been out. They get through safely. Brings Tony Uro back on strike. 12 off 4. Got a maximum. He's got a 4 and a couple of singles. It's the 4 balls he's faced so far. More field changes for the right-hander now. Keeping the 2 behind point inside the circle, but right on the circle. And that's exactly where that ball goes. They get a chance their arm. Again, a direct hit would have been very, very close. Pushing their luck, but getting the runs, ticking over, rotating the strike. Papua New Guinea. One ball remaining in the second. We'll continue around the wicket. Karen Casey to the left-handed Sase Bow. No slip in place. Went with the slower ball, I think, but that's crunched straight as well. Work to do. Mid-off and mid-on both coming around quickly to keep it to a single. Another handy over for Papua New Guinea. 11 runs coming from it after 2. They're 25 for no loss, requiring another 174 runs in 18 overs. You saw the Nepal batting innings. Good one, powerful one, plenty of boundaries, maximums. One thing we didn't see is bowling for PNG was CJ Amini. Bowls in almost all the T20s PNG plays, but today gave a few of the youngsters like Kariko a bowl. I'm sure we'll see him with the bat as well. Pratish will continue from the Argyle Street end. First over went for 14. I'd like to rectify that. Back up to the stumps for Binod with the gloves on. Given room. That has gone a long, long way over the ropes for 6. Watched it onto the bat beautifully there, Sese Bow. And all of a sudden, he's got the top score for PNG after watching Tony Ura. Little risk there for Sase Bow with nobody out on the ropes through deep mid-wicket. Pratish now going to go around the wicket to the left-hander. Longer, fuller, better. Dot. First one was short. It was dispatched for 6. The second one much fuller around the wicket. Just had to chop down on that one and dribble it back to the bowler. Full again. Just a toe with the bat, I think. Much better from Pratish going around the wicket. Racking up a couple of dot balls. Tried to go big, Sese Bow, but nothing doing. And again, they just rinse and repeat at the moment from Pratish. He's got it figured out to Sese Bow. Around the wicket, come across the body. Making plenty of work to do for Binod Bandari behind the stumps as he comes in again. This time he's had a few sighters, he's crunched it to cover, but straight to the fielder. No, we'll get through for a single. It's well stopped by Yadav. Had it not, it was racing to the rope for 4. And started with a maximum, then he got the 3 dot balls and 1 ball remaining in the 4th. Gets away with this, just a 1 or a dot. Be a successful over for Nepal. Tony Ura, 13 off 5. That's where he'll remain. 13 off 5, 13 off 6, bowled. The first wicket falls for PNG. It's the big wicket of Tony Ura, out for 13. Practice staying around the wicket to the right-hander. Got his line and length correct with Sese Bao, the left-hander, then with the right-hander. Bringing it in from outside and smashing into the off stump. Tony Ura will have to wait to another day to reach his 1,500 runs. Falling 12 short. As the captain coming to the crease now. Asad Vala, he'll be at the non-striker's end. That was the final delivery of the 3rd. PNG 32 for 1. 17 overs remaining in their batting innings. 167 still required for victory. Karen KC has been removed from the bowling lineup after just the 1 over. Bibek Yadev coming on from the softball ground end. Sorry, I got dyslexic on that one. Yep, it's the captain. Yadev is 71, the captain 17. Rohit Paudel into the attack, brings himself on. A bit of a misfield. He won't be happy with that. So they're going to get back for 2. Didn't have a great day with the bat, the captain, Rohit Paudel. I was going to mention a fun fact about his batting, which I'll mention now when he's bowling. He comes in again, strays down leg, lucky to get... There was a bit of pad on that one, but I think the umpire's called it wide. He has. The first extra in the books for Nepal. That'll be captain to captain. Paudel to Vala. Oh, he's going to get run out. Somebody's going to get run out. And Sese Bao sacrifices himself in the end. He'd said no, 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 but the captain kept coming. So the run out in the end was the opener, Sese Bao, and the second wicket falls for PNG. They're 36 for 2. That was a horrible, horrible mix-up between Asad Vala and Sese Bao. I could hear from our commentary position Sese Bao screaming no, but Asad wanted the run and he kept coming, and in the end, one of them had to decide who was going to go out. And Sese Bao fell on his sword and departs for 21. Hiri coming to the crease for PNG. Captain brings himself on. He generates a wicket. Doesn't get one to his name. Rohit Paudel. This time they're going to run. They're going to run hard. And Vala was well home safely. And that trivia for Rohit Paudel after the new ICC rankings came out just about a week ago. Of the 3 teams playing in this competition, he is now the highest ranked batter of all people playing in this tournament. They get through for another safe single, direct hit, and is safely home. The crowd definitely think that was a run out, but I can assure them it wasn't. Yeah, Rohit Paudel in the batting ICC rankings moved up 36 places to 54 and overtook the man that came out to open for PNG, Tony Ura, as the highest placed batter in this tournament. Huge appeal from keeper and bowler, no interest. Back live. Fuller just whipped with the wrists onto the leg side for a single. And 4 overs done. Another wicket falling for PNG. They're 39 for 2. Still needing another 160 exactly for victory in 16 overs. Saw Karen KC just bowl the 1 over from the softball ground end. That was over number 2. He's coming back into the attack from the Argyle Street end. Bowl the 5th. First over a little pricey. Went for 11. 2 different batters out there now than he was bowling to back in the second over. Both openers for PNG back in the sheds early inside the 5th over. Oh, he's tried to swing that and bash it onto the leg side. I'm not sure. Hitting the arm. He's missed all of it. There's a fielder out at deep square leg, if that's where he was aiming, and also a deep point. The 2 outside the circle as we're still inside the power play. And that one gets through. Another dot ball in the books. Tidy start for Karen's second over. If you were watching in the first innings, we had a great chat. Jay Dancing Honey, who'll be in the comms box very shortly. A great interview with Karen KC, and if you're watching on Cricket Hong Kong YouTube, you can always rewind, go back and listen. It was about the 11th over, I think, 12th over maybe. That's been swatted hard, high, long, all the way, was it? Yes, it was. That's a huge stroke there from Hiri Hiri. You can see he shuffled down, came down the pitch, gave himself some room. And it was swatted. Karen resets. That one swatted in the air as well. Didn't get enough on it, but he will clear the infield. It'll plug and just be picked up inside the rope. Keep it to 2. Beautiful sunshine you can see on your screens, but before that we had a day and a half of rain. So the outfield is still a little spongy. If it goes up in the air, it's likely to plug like a pitching wedge in golf. But still a fast outfield always here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. So crunched along the ground, you're likely to find the ropes if you can pick the gaps. They've now put a deep mid wicket out on the ropes as well as that deep square leg. The two outside the circle. And he's lofted over the top of mid-on's head this time. One bounce over the ropes for 4. Started off with a couple of dots, but now Hiri Hiri is attacking Karen KC. And that's the 50 up inside 5 overs again. PNG. Both teams providing plenty of entertainment inside the first 5 overs. PNG getting to 50 with a ball to spare. Very similar to what Nepal did. Perhaps we'll have a look at the worm at the end of this over, as I'll be jumping out of commentary. Jay Dancing Hani will take you through to the drinks break. It's Karen to Hiri Hiri. This one eased onto the offside. Can't beat the captain. Rohit Paudel doing a roll to keep it to a single. Another good over for PNG. No wickets lost, 13 runs coming from it after 5. They're 52 for 2. And as I said, we'll hand it over to very capable hands of Jay Dancing Hani through to the drinks break.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Let's take a look at that worm. Yeah, just the 2 blemishes there for PNG. But the important thing is they're keeping up with that required rate. The captain is still out there as well. But those 2 openers, Tony Ura and Sese Bao, back in the dugout. For what it's worth, Hiri Hiri looking pretty good. He's 15 off 9. He's going to be on strike again to the skipper. Goes leg side. Can't find the gap there. Fine leg will keep it down to 1. Yeah, very important spell of play these next 5 overs. Ideally, if you're PNG, you don't want to lose another wicket in the next 5 overs. Even if they only pick up 40 to 45 runs in the next 5. They're going to be in a good position heading into the second half of the innings. Quick single. Yeah, good call again. An important partnership as well from PNG's perspective. Hiri Hiri's already off to a good start. Good thing is he's batting with his skipper, such an experienced campaigner. So yeah, winning in score predictor on your right of screen, sitting at 28%. A nice little partnership here will just change that equation in favor of PNG. Cut away, chops down on it, another single there. And we saw Asad Vala as well, who's also an off-spinner, much like his opposite number, doing something very similar, coming around the wicket to the right-handers. That's where he had most of his success. Only conceded 18 in his 2 overs, the PNG skipper. How important is that spell going to be in the larger context of this result? Yeah, a couple of changes in the field here. We have deep square leg coming into the circle. Mid-wicket dropping back to deep mid-wicket. No single this time. That required rate now above 10 and over. Ooh, that kept a bit low. Did well to squeeze it away for 1. Still, these singles won't bother Nepal too much. Still some batting to come though here for PNG. Norman Vanua sitting in that dugout. CJ Amini as well. Tried to disrupt the line of the bowler there. Moving all across the crease, only a single there. 5 off the over, good one for Nepal. It's 57 for 2 after 6. It's also the end of the power play. Tell you what, guess how many runs Nepal had scored after 6 overs? Yeah, you're right, Aaron. 57. A helicopter signal means it's the end of the power play. This partnership 21 off 16. Led a bit of a mini recovery here. But Prateesh GC back into the attack. That man on your screen, he's taken one of the 2 wickets to fall. It was the massive wicket of Tony Ura as well. Got the big scalp, the impressive left armour. Picked up a Player of the Match award as well in that tri-series against Namibia and Netherlands. Can he get a second? Oh, bent his back there. It's only a single there for Hiri Hiri. What I like about Hiri Hiri, he's got very quick hands through the ball. That's something that we saw with Gulsan Zah as well. Gulsan, oh, I apologize. Something we saw with Sandeep Zora. See Gulsan Zah now warming up. Might see him into the action later. Prateesh coming around the wicket. Tucks him up, does well, does really well. Wide, that's slashed away. Deep point will again keep it down to 1. Yeah, so just 7 runs coming in the last 10 deliveries. Good mini spell of play here for Nepal. You can see just some running repairs here for Gulsan Zah, that magic spray. Ooh, that's a strong whiff of menthol. It's permeated my sinuses. Again, just a single, this time backward point. Yeah, you and me both, Aaron. Some of that magic spray getting into our respiratory system and our eyes. That's okay, as long as Gulsan Zah's feeling better. That's wide. Over, third man, just about. Yeah, I don't think he meant to get it that fine, Asad Wala. But he'll take him however they come. 7 off the over after 7. It's 64 for 2. You know what they say, if you're gonna go, go hard. Asad Wala, fortune favoring the brave on that occasion. It spoiled what was otherwise a really good over from Prateesh. We have another change in bowling, this time a better leg spin from Kushal Bhurtel. What a day he's had so far, Kushal Bhurtel. 59 off 39. Crossed 1,000 T20I runs as well, did Bhurtel. Ooh, good start. Look at that, revs on the ball. Yeah, good approach to the crease. Yeah, shades of Nazakat Khan there. Very similar actions for both of them. Reverse sweep. Can't find the gap. Rohit Paudel. Oh, you love to watch him in the field. 21-year-old skipper for Nepal. More often than not, leads from the front. Absolute live wire in the field, isn't he? Playing for Nepal ever since he was 14, 15 years old. I'm sure he's going to go on to serve cricket for a very, very long time. Fielding at point now to the left-hander. It's pulled away. Work to do in the deep. Does well. Only one again. I get the feeling Berthel when he's bowling to the left-hander. He might just favour that googly that spins away from the lefty. For now it's Hiri Hiri on strike again. 21 off 16. Backs away, goes into the leg side, can't find the gap. Yeah, frustration continuing to grow here for the right-hander. Singles have been the order of the day in the last few overs. And yes, once again I come into the comm box and the runs dry up. What can I say? I tend to have that effect on batters. Berthel. That's short, too short. The man in the deep takes it. Big wicket here for Nepal. Unlucky Asadwala. Couldn't find the elevation on that, but Berthel won't mind. PNG 67 for 3. Yeah, the end of Asadwala for 9. It's 67 for 3 with one ball left in the 8th over. You gotta say it's advantage Nepal right now as Lega Siaka walks in at number 5. Lega Siaka, another man in this PNG lineup. You feel like he's been around forever. Yeah, he's played more than 100. He's played more than 100 games for PNG across T20I and ODI cricket. And many more if you count all those games with List A and non-List A status. Starts with a dot. Good over Berthel. 3 runs and a big wicket of Asadwala after 8 overs. PNG, they're 67 for 3. Oh, we got Wilson, Martin Kutsia, and what looks like Anshi Rath. Just doing a bit of reconnaissance here for that afternoon game where PNG will be taking on the home side. Apologies. No, that's correct, yeah. PNG against the home side. Pratish gets another over. Into the leg side. This time it's over that man. Hiri Hiri with another maximum. That's his second maximum. He moves on to 28. Yeah, a bit of a nothing ball there. We saw Pokana as well, another left armer dispatched into the same region. This time he goes offside, gets the elevation, finds the man in the deep. Deep cover. Gulsanza is greeted by a warm cheer from those Nepal fans. 4 wickets down now. It's the end of Hiri Hiri. Once again, PNG, not only have they lost 1 wicket, they've lost 2 in quick succession. And it brings Charles Amini, CJ Amini, to the crease at number 6. He's got a lot of experience, CJ Amini, from the age group levels to now. He's been around for such a long time. 3rd generation player as well for PNG. The Amini family, they literally have a ground named after them, Amini Park. There's that man, Gulsan Zah, made a decent contribution with the bat. Took a nice catch as well in the deep just now to give Pratis his 2nd wicket. Been an interesting spell here from Pratis, but he's got 2 big ones. He's got a well-set Hiri Hiri and a very dangerous Tony Ura out as well. Can he get a 3rd? It's down the leg side. I think it might be wide. It's running down to the boundary. Is it going to get there? Yep. No, in fact, it looks like it runs off the bat. Yeah, signaled 4 from the umpire there. Gets off the mark, CJ Amini, with a nice glance. Back live. Ooh, better, much better. It's a good comeback there from Pratis. Conceded 10 in this over already. He's gone at around 10 runs and over throughout this spell. He's going to bowl out. 2 balls left in his spell. Yeah, good change up. Fuller. All he can do is drill it down the ground for 1. See what those 2 quick wickets have done. That winning and score predictor is reduced to 12% now for PNG. I tell you what, time and time again, we see chasing sides chase down 11, 12, even 13 runs and over in those final 5 overs here at TKRG. He's looking leg side. There's a short leg side boundary because we're using the pitch that's a little bit right of screen. Lets it go, gets a wide delivery, gets an extra run. Like I said, different surface being used today compared to that Friendship Cup. That's the thing. That's why we see, I feel like we've seen more runs coming from this end because you have short boundaries straight, but also the leg side. That's another vulnerable area. Good delivery, good end to a spell. Yeah, 11 off that over, but the wicket of Hiri Hiri. It's the end of Pratish GC's day. He's taken 2 for 40 in 4 overs. PNG 79 for 4 after 9. Left-hander on strike, Bertel with another over. Again down the leg side, this time just 1 to Akash Chand. I tell you what, I feel like we haven't seen Akash Chand so far today. Yeah, interesting stuff, and I think it also tells you about the nature of the surface. Karan Casey in that interview saying the ball is just holding up a tad, maybe a bit of variable bounce. It's not a bad batting wicket by any stretch of the imagination. Big appeal here. Yeah, it's more like a I thought it was the Nepal players, but it's actually the crowd on that effects mic. Yeah, kept a bit low, just like we were saying. It's only one. It's gone a bit quiet now in that PNG dugout. Crowd as well beginning to feel a bit relaxed here. That required rate exceeding 11 for the first time in this innings. 11.24. Good delivery. Faster and flatter. It just came on with the angle. See Amini just practicing that whip through the leg side. Swept. Can't find the gap. Deep square leg keeps it down to 1. Yeah, I wonder if that was a bit of a missed opportunity there from Amini. I think he meant to go a lot more square. Last ball of the 10th over. Again keeps low, again beats the bat. Skidded off the surface. Good spell from Bertel. And at the 10 over mark, we're going to take a break for drinks. It's 82 for 4. Join us in around 2 minutes for the second half of this chase, where Aaron Bush will lead you through overs 11 to 15. Just a quick match summary though. After 10 overs, like I said, 82 for 4. They need another 117 to win the PNG. They actually won the toss, decided to bowl first, had Nepal in trouble at 70 for 3. But then Sandeep Dora is 56 off 26. Good support as well from Bertel, 59 off 39. And Bibek Yadav at the end as well, 19 not out for him. Asad Valaz 2 for 18 in his 3 overs, the standout performance. But again, PNG under pressure. And they need a big knock from someone. Join us in around 2 minutes for the second half of this chase.
Welcome back to the Cricket Hong Kong broadcast of the Tri-Nation Series Game 2, PNG v Nepal. Aaron Bush with you in comms. At the moment, you'd say that first 10 overs went Nepal's way. PNG 82 for 4, 6 wickets in hand, still requiring 117 off the final 10 overs. Beautiful sunshine. Rare sight lately here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Beautiful day for cricket, bit gusty, as you can hear. Wind comes and goes, blows across the pitch. Out in the middle. Siaka and Mini, as Jay said, the Mini family. Long lineage in PNG cricket. CJ's grandfather and father, grandfather Brian, father Charles, both former captains of PNG, as was his mother. Talking about Chan before the break, he's into the attack now for Nepal. Does his own fielding from right near the square leg umpire in the end. Good effort, keeping it to 1. Akash Chan, just 19 years of age. This is his second official T20I. Chand in again from the Argyle Street end. Crunch straight hard. His protection down on the ropes. Pratish keeps it down to a single. And again, we've got another great interview here on the Cricket Hong Kong broadcast. We heard from Karen KC in the first innings, and now Jay Dancing-Harney's gone out there and found himself the head coach of Papua New Guinea. We'll cross across to Jay now.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm here with PNG head coach Tatenda Taibu. Tatenda, welcome to Hong Kong.
It's great to be in Hong Kong. I'm loving Hong Kong and I'm excited to be in a new country.
Yeah, no doubt. And what do you make of the game situation right now? Looks like just a bit behind that required rate.
Yeah, we are a little bit behind the required rate, but it's a small ground. We've got some big hitters to come, so it's not really out of out of our reach at the moment. I think if we string a partnership now, and that will set us up for the two guys that are coming in next.
Nepal, their batters were, well, they were aggressive. They were really good towards the end of that innings. Do you feel like the bowlers could have done anything different towards the end?
Yeah, I think it's something that we're still working on, just making sure that we have clear plans at the death. I think we had things controlled nicely for the first 10 overs. I think they were going for just over 7 runs and over, and then they kicked on from the 11th over going forward. I think if we had clear plans and executed those plans well, I think we would have restricted them to a lower total, probably 185. But still, it's like I did say, it's a small ground, and both teams are aware of that, and it's something that plays at the back of the bowlers' minds.
And the larger context behind the series, of course, is that preparation ahead of the T20 World Cup. How are the boys shaping up before the World Cup?
Well, the guys are really, taking in the plans that we've got. So we are not really looking to play our best team every time. We are looking to rotate the players to make sure that everyone gets game time. We don't want a situation where we get to the World Cup and some players don't have game time. So we are just making sure that everyone has got game time and everyone has got time in the middle as batters. You know that you've got runs under your belt. The confidence goes up as bowlers. You know that if you bowled in the middle with a different kind of pressure, you grow in confidence.
What are some of the key areas that you feel as a side you need to improve on in the lead up to the T20 World Cup?
I think one of the areas that we have already started doing is gelling together as a team. As you would know, Papua New Guinea has got more than 800 languages, so that means there are a lot of tribes. How
many of those languages do you speak?
I've just joined the team, so right now I'm speaking the sign language. But the guys have really gelled in together, and we're looking at ourselves as a family now. And so that was the big point for me. So now that we've managed to get that, it's now a matter of stringing the other important stuff together, which is making sure that the batters play their role, the bowlers play their role, and then in the fielding, they're always exceptional.
And you spoke earlier of other players also getting an opportunity, not always playing your best team, but you also have some very promising youngsters, someone like John Carrico, who actually is now a regular member of the starting 11. Talk to me about John and some of the other younger players in this lineup.
Yeah, there is talent in Papua New Guinea. Just recently we realized that we've got about 189 teams from youth teams from the age of 9 to the age of 17. So that shows a lot of players that are in Papua New Guinea. So we are always going to get a lot of players coming through, and John Karigo is one of those that have come through the ranks.
And we're just going to take a break and go back to the comm box because another wicket has just fallen.
Yeah, you can see there on screen the big wicket of Amini. Chan gets the breakthrough, takes the top of leg stump as he tried to give himself room, and the breakthrough. 5 wickets down now, Papua New Guinea. They're 89 for 5. Now we'll cross back to Jay, having a chat to the PNG head coach.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Tatenda, another wicket falling over there just makes things a little bit tougher now.
Well, like I did say, we still got two batters that hit the ball, hit a long ball. Obviously, Kipling is walking in now, and after Kipling, there's Norman who also hits a long ball. So it's just making sure that the two that are out there string a partnership and set it up for Norman to finish off. And if they finish it off, that will be even more brilliant.
Seems like the kind of, with the boundary dimensions, you could chase maybe 12, 13 runs as well in the final 5 overs.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone knows, and even the players that are out there, they know that the boundaries is short. Oh dear, that's another wicket. Yeah, so I think at times it plays a lot at the back of players' heads, and they start to think, you know what, I need to aim for this short boundary and lose the control of the shot as well as just watching the ball and playing the ball. So I think it's just a matter of making sure that doesn't play a lot at the back of the players' minds.
Sender, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go back to the comm box to talk about that latest wicket.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. Thanks, Tobu. That's the 6th wicket to fall. 2 falling while they were doing that interview. This time, taking the catch, the captain. Powder, the bowler, Bertol, and it was Saika who had to go, just lofted it, trying to clear the infield, didn't get enough on it. 2 wickets. The team now, if I'm not mistaken, are on a team hat-trick. Would that be about right? No, it was actually caught by Lokesh Balm. We had the wrong information in the system, but Balm taking the catch off Bertel. But I'm pretty sure this is a team hat-trick now. They got a wicket at the end of the last over, a wicket at the beginning of this over. Not that Nepal will really care about that sort of milestone, but they'd love to get another wicket right now and put the pressure right on PNG. Bertel into Norman Vanua, and he does! He gets the team hat-trick. 3 wickets in 3 balls for Nepal, and all sorts of drama. Norman Vanua, the one man that the head coach of PNG said can come out here and bash a big ball, last exactly 1 ball, out for a golden duck, and Nepal get a team hat-trick. Yeah, no cameo today for Norman, out for the golden. And Nepal getting the team hat-trick. Now Bertel's on a personal hat-trick. Norman Vanua completely done in by the googly. It was a brilliant delivery. Looked like he was going to try to spin it away. Went back in, took the top of off. Troubling times for PNG, only 3 wickets left. They still need 110 runs for victory. Remember, they have another game to play this afternoon in the Tri Nations. Back-to-back games for Papua New Guinea. Nepal in the morning and home side Hong Kong, China this afternoon. Bakana surviving the hat-trick ball. That second game from 2 p.m. this afternoon. Still got time left in this game. A bit of yes, no, yes. Pakana will get off the mark. 2 batters out there. They've only faced 2 deliveries, 1 run. Rodriguez never faced a ball yet. Saw 2 wickets fall while he was down the non-striker's end. He's on strike. 2 balls remaining in the 12th. Gives himself some room, but no run there. Safely gets back. More wickets than runs so far this over. Birdsell really turning it on. He's got 3 for now already. 1 ball remaining in his 3rd over. Again, given room, pretty much same result again. Dot, just the 1 run coming from it. 2 wickets for Birdsell in Nepal. And after 12, PNG 90 for 7. 8 overs remain, 109 more runs required. A tall ask for Papua New Guinea in their first game of the Tri-Nations. Remember, it is Super Tuesday. You win the game, you make the final due to the washout in game 1. At the moment, wouldn't put it in pen, but you definitely put it in pencil that Nepal will be the first team to make the grand final tomorrow. And the man that started that rot for the team hat-trick, Akash Chand, will continue from the Argyle Street end, getting that big wicket of CJ Amini. Here he is over the wicket. Runs onto the leg side. An open paddock, with everyone back on the ropes. Nepal will give up singles every day of the week at the moment. They know PNG need to hit the boundaries. We got the captain of Nepal, Rohit Paul, just down near our commentary position, lurking at long on the ropes. He's also got a deep mid-wicket. Backward square leg on the ropes. Deep point. Can't see if... I think there's a long off as well on the ropes. That's got a bit of bottom hand. Well fielded. Coming off the AstroTurf section of Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Really difficult spot to field. Made it look easy. Gulshan Jar. Acrobatic. Chand again. 1 dot so far. Lofts that one, hits straight, very good. 1 bounce into the side screen for 4. Did have the long on and long off in place. A little wide. That's one of the secrets of Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Now the secret is to hit straight, and the captain's now made that adjustment. He was to my right in the commentary position. He's now very straight at long off, long on. Again, after the big talk of Gulshan's fielding, that time there he did get the bobble off the AstroTurf, so they get through for a single. Rodriguez made his intentions known. He's going to crunch it. Now we'll see what Pakana's got. Run rate required over 2 a ball now, 14 per over. There's the youngster Chant again in full, and it will be the captain, Rohit, doing the fielding to keep it to a single. 1 ball remaining in the 13th. only blemish so far, that 4 hits straight by Doriga. There is Akash Khan. Wicket in his first over at the last ball. Can he do it again? Tries to, but does do a good death over ball. Full outside off dot ball. 7 runs coming from the 13th. PNG moving towards the 3-figure mark there, 97 for 7. 7 overs remain, still 102 required. Haven't even quite made it to the halfway mark yet, Papua New Guinea. There's more players from Hong Kong, China coming in. Bubba Hyatt with his fancy white glasses. Martin Kutsia at the top. The head coach, Simon Willis, on the right. Mentioned before. And analyst for Cricket Hong Kong, China, Chris Pickett there as well. Somebody sitting behind Simon. I couldn't see on camera. Could have still been Anch. Get confirmation. We're ready to go into the 14th. Bertel with 3 wickets to his name will bowl out his spell. This is his final over. 3 overs, 3 for 7. Now 3 for 8 with that single. We saw some aggression from Doriga last over. Will we see it again today? This time, yes, we certainly will, but misses it all. In his defence, that stayed very low. Very low indeed, but a dot ball in the books for Nepal. This time, eases it out. Oh, he hit it well, actually. Big diving effort just to stop that one going to the boundary. I thought it was just eased through the point region, but really well timed. And that brings the 100 up for PNG. Arif Sheikh out there doing that brilliant fielding in the end. He didn't put that dive in with the legs. Would have been a boundary. They get back for 2, bring up the 100. Comes down the wicket this time, tries to pick the gap between the 2 fielders on the leg side, out on the ropes. Can't get enough on it though, so just the single. Does mean that PNG's crossed the halfway mark in this run chase. Heard from PNG head coach Taibu. He's got plenty of firepower down the order. And while he was on camera, his team lost 2 wickets, which was suboptimal. Same place, more runs. Again, just the single. Bertel with 2 balls remaining in his spell. Like to get another wicket, make it a 4-fer. And he does! Right on cue. Gets his 4th. And Doriga has to go on 8. 8th wicket falls for PNG. They're 102 for 8. I can tell you, with 1 ball remaining, Kushal Bertel's best figures before today in T20 internationals was 1 for none. He's taken more wickets today than he's taken in T20Is ever before in total. He had 3 wickets to his name before today, and he's finished off with 4. Akash Khan to continue from the Argyle Street end. Good Yorker length, had to be chopped out there by Pakana. So yes, end of the over. Kushal Bertel now has more wickets today than he had in any other game of T20 he's ever played. He's played 35. This is his 36th match. And if the ESPN Cricinfo stats are correct, and I assume they are, he's now got 7 wickets. Gone from 3 to 7 in one 4-over spell. 4 for 12. What a brilliant bowling effort. Pretty much won the game for Nepal with his googlies. Akash Chand's bowling all right as well, the youngster. As we get towards the death overs, the bigger hitters, they're going to throw the bat at it now, PNG. Run rate required. Heading towards 17, so they're just going to have to crash and bash their way out of this if they want to get close to this mark. So with Nepal 1 foot in the grand final now, PNG are going to have to come out this afternoon at 2 p.m. against Hong Kong, China. A must-win game for both sides. We'll be covering that one live as well. Akash Chand into the youngster Kariko. Starts with a bit of a fresh airy. You can see his intent at least. Not going to die wondering. At the end of this over, I'm going to hand you over to finish off the game to Jay Dancing Honey as I get ready for the presentation at the end of the game. Oh, this time just wiggles the bat at it. The 20-year-old John Kariko just waving the bat, wiggling the gloves. There's not much future in that. It's 19-year-old Chand against 20-year-old John Kariko. Two youngsters on the rise in T20 cricket. That one gets through for a dot as well. One ball remaining in the 15th. Computer projector is giving PNG no chance of winning this game now. Down to 0%. Which is harsh, but probably fair. Still requiring 96 more runs. Over 3 a ball required now. Just 2 wickets in hand. Nepal will be looking to finish this off as quick as possible. Then they get the break. Won't be back until tomorrow afternoon. Third place team will be playing tomorrow morning against Hong Kong, China as Chan comes in. Straight down leg. Lets me commentate one more ball in this game before I hand it over. Yes, so tomorrow, the big finals. In the morning, will be a third place team versus Hong Kong, China A. And then tomorrow afternoon, it looks like it will be Nepal against either PNG or Hong Kong, China. Find out this afternoon. This one better wide outside off to finish off the 15th over. PNG 104 for 8. 5 overs remaining. 95 runs required, and in that I will step out of commentary for this game. It's been great seeing PNG here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in Hong Kong. Taking you through the final 5 overs, it is Jay Dancing Honey.
Thanks, Aaron. 104 for 8. We have 5 overs left. Yeah, look at that. 95 needed off 30 deliveries. I think it's safe to say that this game is drawing closer and closer to an inevitable conclusion. But Gulshan Jha, he's going to get a bit of a bowl now for the 16th over from the softball end. You got to say, Nepal very, very impressive. Bertal and of course Sandeep Jora as well. Both of them with half centuries. Bibek Yadav and Lokesh Baum with the finishing touches. It's been a team performance. Big appeal. Not sure for what, clearly. Too high and probably going down leg as well. It's going to be an interesting matchup, this, for player of the match. I'd still be so tempted to give it to Sandeep Jora. I think it's his innings in the middle overs that allowed Nepal to get up to this imposing score of 198. Bertal giving him a run for the money. Bertal's got 4 wickets to go with this half century. It's going to be a bit of a tough call to make there for the match officials. He's looking at that Yorker. Heard that big grunt as well, that effort ball. But squeezed away for 1. I just want to talk a bit about that Kushal Bertal spell. 4 for 12 in his 4 overs. That's what I'm talking about. A real team effort this from Nepal. With the bat as well. You had Bandari, Bertal, Jora, Gulshan Jha, Lokesh Baum, Bibek Yadav. All of them getting into double figures. All of them finding the boundary on a regular basis. That's why they got up to 198. The bowlers as well. Pratish, he's got 2. Bertal, he's got 4. Pulled away, it's in the air. I think he's just about found the gap there, and it might have gone over the ropes as well. Waiting for the signal there, yeah. Arms up, John Prakash. That came out of thin air from Noisana Pokana. Moves into double figures. He's 12 off 9. That was a bit too short there. Sat up nicely. Back live. Again in the air, no distance on this. And it doesn't clear Rohit Paudel, who takes a fantastic catch running back. 9 wickets down now. So 6 and out here for Pokana. Gulshan Jha gets in on the wickets. Just 1 wicket left now for Papua New Guinea. It's Jack Gardner coming in to bat at number 11. Gulshan Jha picking up his first wicket. He scored 15 not out with the bat, did Gulshan, including a 6 that was nailed down the ground, and now chipping in with the wicket. Can he wrap up the innings? Jha to Gardner. Driven nicely. Good stop again. Oh, the Nepal skipper. How many runs has he saved today? Leading from the front yet again. The Nepali Jonty Rhodes. But a seriously dominant performance here from Nepal. Because of that washout, if they win this game, they're in the final. I say if. It's really a matter of when. Yeah, end of another successful over here for Nepal. 4 overs left. PNG 112 for 9. It's going to be Bibek to bowl the 17th over. And how good was Bibek towards the end of that innings? 21 came in that final over, courtesy 3 big maximums from Bibek Yadav. That's slashed away into the offside. Early call of 2. They're going to come back for it. This could be a run out. I think it is. I think it is. Yup. PNG 113 all out. A dominant performance here from Nepal. They win by a mammoth 85 runs to storm into the final of the HK Men's T20I series. Yeah, handshakes all around, and understandably so. Warm embraces between these Nepal players. They've bounced back so well. Like I said, they've bounced back so well after losing that game in the Friendship Cup. They flipped the script, and PNG, well, it's no joke beating PNG by 85 runs. They're going to be at the T20 World Cup, PNG, and Nepal have toppled them, scoring 198 in that first innings, courtesy 2 half-centuries from Kushal Bertel and Sandeep Zora. Bibek Yadav as well, with 19 in that first innings. But let's take a look at that PNG card. Ura up top, 13 for him, 21 for Sese Bao. Hiri Hiri with 28. But after that, it just sort of fell apart, courtesy the 4-wicket spell from Kushal Bertel. The bowling card, if you're a Nepal supporter, makes for very happy reading. Kushal Bertel 4 for 12, 2 for 40 for Pradesh GC, including the big wicket of Tony Ura. 1 for 16 for Akash Chand, 1 for 7 for Gulsan Za. Very good team bowling effort here from the Nepalese. There's that match summary. Nepal 198 for 6 after being put in to bat. And wow, what an effort it was, honestly. It was only Asad Walla taking 2 for 18 in his 3 overs. He's the only one who really dented Nepal's progress. And in response, PNG, they looked really good, really aggressive in the power play, but no one kicking on. A top score of just 28 there for Hiri Hiri. Sese Bao, the only other player to get into the 20s with 21. Bertel, 4 wickets for him, 2 for Pratish, as Nepal win by 85 runs. Look at those partnerships for PNG. The highest one right at the top of the order, 32 between Ura and Sese Bao. But look at the rest of those partnerships. That lies at the crux of the problem here for PNG. We had 31 partnership between Walla and Hiri Hiri. But after that, it just completely fell apart for them. They were 67 for 2 at one stage, and they ended up losing their last 8 wickets for just 46 runs. A dramatic collapse here from the Pacific Islanders. gotta say, gotta big up that man in the center there, Jashimuddin. We had a lot of rain the last 2 days here in Hong Kong, but he got the outfield ready for play. That pitch as well played pretty well throughout the day today. So a lot of credit goes to Jashimuddin and the rest of that ground staff for getting this pitch, getting this outfield ready. What's been a very entertaining encounter between PNG and Nepal. But Nepal, that's the big story. They make it into the final. And of course, that final will be played tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that second game between PNG and Hong Kong, China. Whoever wins that will join Nepal in the final. And the loser, of course, will have to play against a Hong Kong A team. For what it's worth, I'm very excited for that Hong Kong A fixture as well. Already seen earlier in the season, Hong Kong finishing third in a tournament that also contained Malaysia and Canada. Hong Kong, I don't think they'll want to play Hong Kong A again. So big stakes here for the home side. We have an informed Babar Hayat as well. And PNG, well, they only arrived here day before yesterday. They've already tasted a very convincing defeat. It's never easy as well in these sunny conditions to play back-to-back T20Is. So that's something to watch out for in that second game. And as I say that, it looks like Aaron Bush is just about getting ready for that player of the match presentation. Just warming up his vocal cords. And in fact, it looks like Aaron's ready. Take it away, Aaron Bush.
A great game of cricket again here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Victors today, Nepal, they go into the final tomorrow afternoon. And losing today, PNG, they will be playing again this afternoon, and we'll get to see some more brilliant T20 international action here at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Joining me, the captain from PNG, Asad Vala. Asad, a bit of a tough outing to start off with here in Hong Kong.
Yeah, difficult match for us. We didn't go as planned, but credit to Nepal, they outplayed us today.
Where did you think it didn't go quite as well as you'd liked here for PNG?
I think we didn't start as well as we would have liked with the bowling. I think the wicket was really suited the bowling early morning with some dew and some bit of softness. We just couldn't hit our areas, and there was a lot of loose balls, and they got away from us. We brought it back in the middle, but then they got away towards the end. I think 190. We were happy with that. The wicket got better, but as I said, we got outplayed by a really good team today.
And you will be playing this afternoon from 2 p.m. against Hong Kong, China. Same pitch, same ground, but obviously, as you said, it's different. It's drying out there. You're looking forward to this afternoon's game?
Yeah, another opportunity to get better. So we're going to be playing against Hong Kong, which is a really good side. So hopefully we can put up a strong performance in the afternoon.
Now, before I let you go, a quick question. If you look down on the camera, you have your fingers strapped. Are you okay to play this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm okay to play. Just a precaution from the physio, so just tape it up. But I'm good to go in the afternoon.
Well, good luck to PNG this afternoon. Didn't get over the line with Nepal, but they will be back from 2 p.m. Now we will have a chat to the winning captain from Nepal, Rohit Paudel. Come join us. Rohit, you'll be pretty happy with that day out there this morning?
Yeah, I think in the morning we did a good job, especially with the bat. Kushal Lai and Vinod played really well. And in between 7 to 10 overs, I think we a little bit here and there. And then after, I think the way Jora batted, I think that was great. And after that, followed by Lokesh Burma and Vivek Yadav, I think they batted really well. And as a bowling unit, I think they were batting really well in the power play. And after that, I think we came back strong. And I think credit goes to our bowlers. They bowled really well.
Yeah, you did do a good job finishing off PNG before the 20 overs. Anything you're taking out of this game you want to improve on? Because you will be going into the final tomorrow afternoon here at Ting Kwong Road.
Yeah, absolutely. The way we bowled in the power play, we want to improve in that. And yeah, we're improving slow and steadily we're improving.
Well, with the win, you get this afternoon off and tomorrow morning a sleep in. You'll be back for the final of the Tri-Nations tomorrow. Captain for Nepal, Rohit Paudel, thanks for joining us on the broadcast. Now it's time for Player of the Match, and to present, it will be the chairperson of Cricket Hong Kong, China, Burji Shroff. Burji, come join us. And now in a well-rounded match for Nepal, there was one standout. It is the Player of the Match, Kushal Bertel. Kushal, we'll have a quick chat about that effort today. You've got a very big grin on your face, and rightly so. You got a half century and then went out there and did it with the ball as well. How was the day for you?
Yeah, it went well. Just like in the first inning, we had a good power play, but from 6 to 10 we lost wicket, and then we have to momentum shift to PNG. But Sandeep Chora played really well, quick half century, and that make me easy for the total. And the bowling, and we know the wicket is a bit turning and bouncing, so captain used me very well.
Yeah, you saw a few of your batters depart while you stayed out there for that big innings, but I do want to talk about your bowling today. 4 for 12. I went and had a look on ESPN Cricket Info, and before today, in all the T20 international games you've ever played, you'd only taken 3 wickets. Now you've taken 7. How does that feel?
Yeah, I'm bowling regularly in the net. Last time I bowled against the Netherlands and picked 4 wickets, and today also 4 wickets, so really happy for my hard work back in.
And is it that googly you've been working on? Because that seems to be a bit of a devastating ball.
Yeah, I'm working on that ball. My go-to ball is leg spin, and I'm working on that.
Well, congratulations, player of the match, Kushal Birdsell, in Game 2 of the Tri-Nations. We'll be back live for Game 3 this afternoon. It is Papua New Guinea versus Hong Kong, China. We'll be live from around 1:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. Join us then.